Habit number 3, put first things first. Not all tasks are created equal. Learn to plan your week and prioritize the important things. This means mastering the art of saying no to distractions that don't align with your goals. Focus on what truly matters. I think the most important actions to take in this category are not just one, but two. So I'll have two cards for you. Action number 1, plan your week. This card reads, weekly organization gives you the freedom and flexibility to handle unanticipated events, to shift appointments if you need to savor relationships and interactions with others, and to deeply enjoy spontaneous experiences. I heard motivational speaker Tony Robbins once say, if you don't plan, you plan to fail, right? And I think that's such a powerful thing to think about. We all want to be spontaneous and live in the moment, which I think is huge. But if you want to go somewhere in life, you also have to have a North Star. And for that North Star that can give you guidance, you need to have a system and put action steps into place. I did a video a while ago on goal setting and systems that I'll link to up here as well. I'll say one more thing about this topic. I have a very successful friend. His name is Voltaire Leppi, and he is a top producing real estate agent, not just here in San Diego County, but in the whole nation, right? He is one of the top 250 agents according to those industry metrics in the nation. He sells on average between 75 and 100 homes a year. He says that one should live by their calendar, right? And you or anybody reading your calendar should understand your mission and what you're trying to get accomplished. So he does a lot of cool things with his life when he's not working. But when he is at work, he calendars everything into his calendar so that not just himself, but also his team can hold him accountability. And if I were to read his calendar, it's prospecting over the phone, meeting clients, going to listing appointments, closing deals, and those type of activities. And they're clearly reflected in his calendar. How shall I say? If you want to be more successful and more effective, then planning your week is a key thing for you to start incorporating into your life. The second most important action to take under put first things first is learn to say no. Why are we talking about learning to say no? Well, first of all, let me read it to you. Decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage and independent willpower to say no. Pleasantly, smilingly, and unapologetically to the things that are less important to you. Derek Sivers, founder of Music Baby, often points out that if it's not a hell yes, it should be a no. And this is so helpful in so many things in life, like dating, like business, like any opportunities really that come your way. Because if you're not aligned, then you should absolutely turn it down to guard and protect the most valuable asset that you and I have, our time. Let's jump into habit number 4. Think win-win. Life isn't a zero-sum game. Seek solutions where everyone benefits. Develop integrity. Be honest and reliable. By working together, we can achieve more than we could alone. And I think the most important action item here is develop and maintain integrity. I'll read it to you. Integrity is the value you place on yourself. As you clearly identify values and proactively organize and execute around those values on a daily basis, you develop self-awareness and an independent will by making and keeping meaningful promises and commitments. I'd like to give you an example of the startup that I founded. It was a business partner and myself. And over the few years that he and I worked together, I learned that just being friends isn't indicative for having a person by your side who has a lot of integrity. There were a few things where I should have known that my livelihood, because my income depended on generating or getting this business off the ground, and his integrity weren't aligned. He oftentimes showed up for work unprepared. I ended up hiring us an executive coach who got her degree in industrial organizational psychology at Columbia. And as a favor of mine, she gave us a huge discount, right? And so one day we were having a conference call. Keep in mind, my business partner sat in Germany and I sat here, and our coach was in Germany as well. So we were having a video conference call. And during the middle of the call, my coach or our coach asked my partner, hey, what's the soccer score? Like, how's the soccer game going? And I was wondering, like, why is she asking him that? And so she told me after the conference call that in the reflection of his glasses, of the camera lens, she could see that there was a screen up with soccer next to us working. And that's just a very small example of somebody not paying enough attention to something that's very important. And that's not only, it lacks integrity, but it was also disrespectful to her and my time. So I wish I would have learned personally to see some of these signs earlier, and I would have been able to make a better decision to exit this business at a sooner point in time. But anyway, I do think personal integrity is super huge, because you can wake up in the mirror and look yourself in the face and say, hey, I'm a person that I would want to work with. I'm a person that I would want to be friends with. I'm a person that I would maybe want to date, right? So I think developing and maintaining personal integrity is huge. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This was part 2 out of a 3-part video series on the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And to be precise, I went over some of the flashcards with you, and I can't wait to see you in video number 3. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace.